Hi guys, so it is Sunday the 18th of August. I need to clean my glasses actually, now that I am looking at them. Yeah, it is 6:20 in the evening. Luckily my boyfriend has fucked off for the evening for a couple of pints with his friends and to go restock on some cigarette stuff. God, sorry, I just drank like a bunch of water before I started filming. Now I've got hiccups. Okay, so obviously I filmed at the beginning of this week, yeah, and I was doing pretty good. I wish I couldn't remember, to be fair. Pop that there. So I weighed myself today, and I am exactly 15 stone, exactly. Whereas I was like, last Sunday I was 15 stone 1 and like 3/4 or something. So I have lost 1 pound and 3/4, so nearly 2 pounds. Which means next week, with as long as everything goes okay, which I don't see why it wouldn't. I am now really hot because I just blow dried my hair. Oopsies. Sit. What was I saying? I mean, by next week, as long as everything goes well, which I don't see why it shouldn't, because this week has been a pretty decent week. Actually, quite an easy week in terms of food. I'm trying to remember what I ate. I think I just ate pretty normally. The only difference was I would finish my day off, instead of having like a proper dinner, I would have a protein shake of some sort. Just because it was easier, and it's been warm, and I don't like heating anything up in this fucking weather. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so exactly 15 stone. So that means realistically down from just before Christmas, I was about 17.5 stone, give or take. And I am now 15 stone. That did take, so 2.5 stone, but I was 17 on the dot when I started Wegovy. So basically 2 stone. Which, to be fair, that took a long time when you think about it. Normally I don't take nearly that long to lose 2 stone. Like at this point from when I started, which I think I started in like February at some point. I think like halfway through. Oh, I'm hot. I'm going to have to move out of the way. I started like halfway through February. So March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months to lose 2 stone is kind of shit. However, I've had like weeks where I went off and like, well, I would still use it, but I would just binge. And then I started Monjaro, which didn't really do fuck all for me, except for like the first day or two I would take it. So then I continued to eat what I wanted. So if I was having like a perfect run of Wegovy, I would probably be, I know if I had stuck to it properly, I would be probably somewhere in the 13 stone mark, somewhere, depending. I think it's because I would get frustrated, because with Wegovy, I love it, but like when you go on a new milligram, like when you go up a dose, so right now I'm still on 0.5, but I know when I started 0.25, I got these expectations in my head that I was going to lose all this weight, because for the first couple of weeks, I think I lost like 4 pounds in 1 week, and I was like, well, that's how this is clearly going to be. And like, no, that was just like probably water weight, like a lot of weight coming off me from just finally going back to eating healthy, and or just not eating copious amounts of fucking food. So yeah, but I kind of had that expectation that that's how this was going to go. So when it stopped doing that, and I would lose maybe 1.5 pounds instead, it went down to, I would say, like 2 pounds the next week, and then like 1.5, and it sort of sticks to around 1.5, depending on how like good I've been that week. Which, I normally am fairly alright. Generally stick to 1,000 to 1,200. I try to move them around a little bit just to encourage. Like, I don't like to have. I've heard, I don't know if it's true, that like your weight loss can stagnate if you stick to the same calorie limit. So I try to like go sometimes more, like 1,500, and then sometimes down to like 1,000, like just to zigzag a bit. This week I actually went a bit nutty, and I think I was doing around 900 for 3 days, just because I'd only just done the Wegovy injection on the Wednesday evening, and Thursday and Friday I was like not really all that hungry. I could literally have my cereal, my coffee in the morning, just like this pot noodle for lunch, and a protein shake for dinner, and that would be it. I wouldn't be hungry. So I was just sticking to that. And Saturday I did 800 because I wanted to encourage the weight loss. And I was just happened to be out a bit that day, so I was a bit busy and wasn't really sitting around eating. So yeah, exactly 15 stone today, which is nice. I'm like getting so close to my very first starting weight on this channel. I'm not sure if I specified I was 14 stone 10 when I started. Gosh, back in 2020, I was 14 stone 10, and I was doing all of that, which I think made me get down to like 14.5. This is the Christmas like 2019. And then after Christmas, I got really I got throat infection. I remember I got really fucking sick for like a solid 2 weeks. And I had to go on antibiotics because I was fucking dying. I could not eat. My throat was in agony. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do nothing. I just ate lollipops. That's like ice lollies. That's all I could do for a solid like week until the antibiotics really kicked in and fucked off. And I remember I don't even remember how much I lost. I remember losing a lot. By the time I went to weigh myself once I was well again, I was like 14 stone exactly, or 14 stone 1 or something. I'd lost like, and that is like, I was 14 stone 5-ish before Christmas, and then you had all the food on Christmas. So whatever. Yeah. I remember I lost a lot. I remember I really kicked in my weight loss that year because my appetite was fucked from being ill for so long that I could stick to a 1,200 calorie diet quite easily. So I ended up losing, I went from 14 stone 10 to like 11 stone 8, I think. But that was from, I guess December-ish to June or July. So I went home to see my family for the summer, and I ate kind of whatever I wanted. And I just never got back on the wagon. I went back home, never got back on the wagon. I would try, but I could barely manage a day before I was back to just eating whatever I wanted, and the pounds went back on until the end of December 2021. Not the end of, but like middle of December, where I was probably around 15.5 stone. And I moved back to England, and I've been broken up. Me and my boyfriend broke up at the time. I say at the time, so we're still broken up. I have a new boyfriend now, but and I remember I really didn't eat a lot when I came back, because obviously I was fucking devastated. And I think my weight naturally dropped down to like 14 stone 10 again, roughly. And then I went on a couple different diets. I did the Cambridge diet, which I can't remember, the 1-to-1 diet I think it's called, or something like that, and that was just dog shit. It's so expensive, and the food tastes like dog shit, and you're hungry, like starving hungry all the time. And no, not happening. Sorry, let me just give you that light from my laptop. Yeah, it was awful. I must have paid for it for a good few months as well. It weren't worth it because I wasn't losing no weight, And then, I didn't pay for it all that long. I remember, because in the summer, I stopped it because it just wasn't worth the money. And I don't think I did anything in particular at that point. I can't really remember, honestly. It's 2022. I actually can't remember 2022 at all. I remember I started the semaglutide pills. I started dating my current boyfriend in June of that year. And I started the semaglutide pills around the same time, maybe a little later into that year. And I think that was actually the end of the year. So I remember it was nearing Christmas, because I remember it being cold, and I remember getting sick again. I remember getting like another cold. And I think I got down to about 14 stone 3 that time. Then 2023 weren't doing nothing. I weren't doing any sort of any sort of diet plan. Maybe trying to just stick to calories. Actually, no, that's a lie. I keep lying to myself. I think I was doing Weight Watchers or something. I did something that I quite enjoyed, Weight Watchers, and then they changed the plan and it no longer really worked for me and I couldn't go back to the old plan. That was sometime last year. Yeah, I can't really remember when, but I remember I did it for a while. I actually was losing like decent weight, like 2-3 pounds a week. And it was just really good. It was basically that, like, if you were like, you couldn't do it tons and tons, but I think you could get up to 5 extra points with every like big like portion of veg that you ate. I don't think it was fruit, mainly just veg. Can't remember. And so I would just like constantly be having like these big salads with whatever I was eating. And I would get like an extra point, an extra point, an extra point. And then I could use that extra point for like my dinner. And then I remember I was doing really well. And then they changed it and just, you couldn't do that anymore. You just got your points allotted for the day. And it was actually quite like low for me. I was really struggling. So I remember I just ended up stopping it. And that was sometime in 2023. I remember I stopped paying it off in 2020, in November that year. Because I think I got like a 6-month subscription or something. Because if you bought 6 months, you'll get the first 3 months free. But yeah. And then, I don't know why I've gone on this rant. I actually have no memory why I started. I think I was trying to remember how I started off at 14 stone 10. And I have, like, and then, yeah, like, I just ballooned. I'm like, it's wild. I just ballooned over the summer and autumn and winter of last year. I just went from like, I don't know, like the end, like sort of bottom end of 14 stone to like 17 stone by the end of the year, which when you think about it, that's fucking tons. I like put on so much weight. Like that is two and a half stone, maybe nearly 3 in like less than a year, in like 8-9 months, and that is redonkadonk. That is bad. I had to do something about it, obviously. When I looked at my weight before Christmas and I saw 17.5 stone, I just wanted to cry. I felt fucking awful. And I felt ugly. Like the Christmas party pictures came back from my work party that Christmas, and well, duh, it's in the name. And I just look fucking dreadful. I just look awful. Like, I wish I was one of those people. Like, you see all these plus size women who like they just dress well, and they dress well for their body and they look really good, but I'm not good at that. I look like a fucking balloon. I just look fucking dreadful. My face was just so round, my chins were very visible. It was not good. I just hated the picture so bad. And that's why I don't have it, because I don't want to see it ever again. So yeah, then that's when and then I think, yeah, beginning of this year, I was just trying to go to the gym and eat healthy, and that lasted for like 3 weeks before I ended up just going back into my binge habit, which is when I realized I had to do something. Like, I had to do something else, because clearly I'm not one of these people who can just diet and exercise like everyone tells you to, because I just can't help myself. I've got a problem. I've got a binge eating problem. I can't say that I have BED or anything. I've not been diagnosed for that. All I know is I have an issue. It's like a compulsion in my brain. It's like I have to binge eat on all this food. And Wegovy is the only thing so far that has quieted it enough that I can like live my life. I mean, I still have a cheat day once a week, but because of the Wegovy, I can't eat nearly as much as I used to. So when I have a cheat day, it's like I only order one of every sort of thing I want. So 1 bag of crisps, 1 pack of biscuits, 1 chocolate thing. Whereas I would order multitudes of that and I would just eat it and eat it and eat it. Whereas now, like, I ain't even finished that. I've got it in there. I'm going to throw it out in a minute because I'm done eating for the day. And yeah, it has quieted down. It doesn't go away. I still obviously, there's been times where I've gone on like little binge fests for a week or two and then I come back to it. And that's another thing I like about Wegovy is when I come back to it, if I do end up having, I never put the weight on. I end up staying what I was, and then the moment I go back to normal, it all comes off. Like, I was eating for weeks and weeks really badly when I was on Monjaro, and the moment I went back to Wegovy, I not only never gained any weight, but I lost 2 pounds from where I had been the last time I'd weighed myself. Like, I think I'd been like, I can't even remember anymore, like 15 stone 7 or something, or 8 or 9, I can't remember. And I just remember being like, oh my god, I'm going to put on so much, and I stood on the scale, and I was like, no, I'm actually alright. And then I went back on Wegovy, and 2 pounds came off immediately. I didn't gain, like, anything, which I like about it. It just is good. I enjoy it, and I don't know what it is, but ever since, like, I moved back onto it from Manjaro, all the side effects I was having also went off. They're gone now. Like, the anxiety I would get in the morning, which I think would just be from, like, the nausea I would get is pretty much gone. The acid reflux I would get is basically fucked off. I mean, that was really bad. That was the worst thing that made me feel the worst, because it would be constant. Like, not really in the day, not too bad, but the moment it hit into the evening, no matter what I ate, because people were like, well, you need to eat less, you need to eat more, you need to not eat acidy things. I did it all. And no matter what I ate, whether I ate little, a lot, acidy things, not acidy things, it flared up, and I would literally be in agony. I'd be popping Rennies like it was nothing. Like, they were sweets, mate. And that's gone. I don't know what happened. It's all gone. I mean, I'm thinking about moving up to 1 milligram. Obviously, I think I said that in the last video. Next month. Well, how many injections have I done? I've only done 1 so far of this pen. Yeah, so next month I might try 1 milligram. I mean, I think I'm going to buy extra heads so I can kind of slowly move up to it. So I think I'm going to try and adjust it to start off at like 0.75 and see how that goes, and then slowly maybe increase it like every week, like 0.80 the next week, 0.85 or 90 the next week, and I slowly build it up until it's in my system, because I feel like going double always fucking sucks. Because when you go from 0.25 to 0.5, I mean, it wasn't too bad for me, but I definitely felt more nauseous. And seeing as I've been on this dose for so long, although I did move off it for a couple of weeks when I went on Manjaro, like, I don't know, I want to be careful about it. I do not want to end up, because the amount of times that I'm in, like, these subreddits for Wegovy, and people, like, start at 1 milligram, fucking vomiting all day, literally dying, like, no, I'm good, thanks. I don't want to live that life. So I'm just going to stick to going up a bit slower, buy some extra needle heads. I know where I can get them. They posted them in the subreddit chat. People use them for the UK, obviously, and I'll just order some of those. I think they're only like a tenner or something, quite cheap, and you get like 8,000, or maybe not, but I think you get like 100 or something silly, and that will be what I fucking do, because 0.5 does work. It definitely wears off a bit quicker, and it's not as, I don't know how to word it, like, as strong as it could be, like, especially when you start it to begin with. It's quite strong for a good month. It was fucking me up, but now it's definitely at a point where it works and I can stick to it, but it's still a little bit there, you know, like, where it's like, ooh, I could really go for like loads of food right now. And luckily, if it wasn't for the fact that, like, my own willpower, I'm like, no. But then it's weird, because when I do go to eat like actual food, like when I go to eat my lunch or whatever, it I actually end up feeling a bit nauseous eating it. Like, oh, I'm a bit sick. Maybe not. So I don't know why it's making me feel hungry. The moment something goes in my body, it kind of makes me feel a bit nauseous. Also, I don't know what's going on with this piece here. It's meant to be my fringe, I think, but I part my fringe slightly differently, like, every time I wash my hair. So, like, sometimes it'll be a bit further, sometimes it might be a bit closer. It just depends on where I fucking feel like. So sometimes I end up with a piece of fringe right here, and I don't really mind it. It's whatever, tuck it back. Okay. I also feel really bougie because I have some Salté Générale, the number 62, which apparently was a really good choice, because I've spoken to a few people and they've said that, like, 62 is basically the only one worth owning. Spray it on my jars because she doesn't want to smell nice when they go bed. Like, a lot. It was a colleague who was like, well, depends, what smells do you like? And I'm like, sweet, not floral, like sweet, like, you know, like vanilla, like fruit, like sweets, like, you know, I want to smell like a bakery or whatever. And she was like, okay, well, then you chose pretty much the only good one for that. But I don't know. I have not smelt them all, because we do not have a Sol de Janeiro anywhere in any shop. And I would like to sniff every single one and be like those people on TikTok and YouTube who can smell them. I want to know what they smell like. That's all I want. I just need to know. I want to be a part of it. I can't decide if my camera looks weird or not. Do I like rapey wipey? Did that make that worse? No, I think so. Okay. It has been 20 minutes now. So the update basically is, yes, another week finito. Lost more weight. Next week will be in the 14 stone finally. And that is, like I was saying, which I don't think I actually ever fucking ever confirmed. But basically, yes, it will be kind of like going back to my original starting weight before I got even fatter. My very first original starting weight when I started filming. So it will feel like less of a hassle from there, because right now it feels like I've just been fighting to get back to 14 stone 10. And now that I'm nearly there, like, I feel like I'll really start to see differences in myself. Sorry, my hair just knots up so fucking fast. Like, I just brushed it before I started filming. Yeah, now it feels like in the next couple of weeks when I hopefully get into 14 stone 10, which will be not next week or the week after, but maybe like 2-3 weeks from now, it will feel like now I'll see a difference. Because for me, I've seen a difference in myself. I mean, like I said, this chin's is still here, but it's a bit smaller. My size 20 jeans are looser. Like, my clothes are looser. I can fit in things a bit more comfortably. I still really want to try on my boots that I would wear during the winter. I'm looking forward. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's because obviously it's the middle of August. So soon, 2 months from now, give or take, I'll be going back into like my winter clothes. And the last time I wore my winter clothes, I was 17.5 stone. So I should be seeing like a pretty big difference. Like when I put on my jumpers and stuff, and when I put on my knee-high boots, which I need to get out of this cupboard because I fucking love those boots, but it's a bit too hot for them. Because they were just going zipping up over my calf, but me having to really fucking loosen them. I'm actually really curious to try them on, to be fair. 1 second. Let me move this. And let me go in this cupboard. Let me grab one. Sorry, guys. Yeah. One is sitting right there for me. I didn't have to dig for it. Twirly, twirly. Alright, let me roll up my leggings and try this boot on. Let me see the difference, because I have lost a lot of weight. Okay. Go. My dudes. Ignore that I've rolled my leggings up weirdly, but like, my dude, this is like, look at how much room. I can fit a whole thumb. I can fit a whole thumb in here, and it stretches out. Like when I bought these boots, they were just about going over my calves, and that would be like with a lot of fighting. It's loose. I might even finally be able to fit them over my jeans, which is what I wanted to do. Like, this fits. This is loose. I could put my legging down and it would fit on it. Like with these, I couldn't really wear anything underneath them except maybe my leggings. Yeah, that's practically it. Anything thicker would have been too much. Yes, I've got it on my legging now. I can't swing my leg up that high to show you. But that is comfortable. That is loose. I have room. I could tighten these fuckers up a bit. To be fair, I could tighten these motherfuckers up. Girl, look how much I can tighten this shit up. I realise I'm saying that, but not also being able to show you, but like, I can tighten these up. Yeah, sorry, I've got distracted. I just tightened that up, bitch. They're comfy. Because they would be like so tight around my calves when I would like sit. Like if I was walking, it weren't too bad. When I would be sitting, like this, it would be so tight. Like this is me, I've just tightened them up a bit, which actually looks so much better. It don't look so fucking stupid up here and wide. And I can actually tie it up and have string left over. And I still got room for a thumb. Slip comfortably in there. That was not the case when I bought these. Like in, I don't even know, like I don't know, October, November last year? I think it was, might have even been December. So I wore them to the Christmas party, which was on like the 15th, I think. These are so comfy now. I'm so excited. Because that is now, and I won't be able to wear these right now because it's fucking boiling hot. If I put these fuckers on to go outside, I will sweat like a bitch. It's not happening. I'm not even wearing my Docs at this point, my Doc Martens, because I can't be wearing boots in this temperature. It just can't happen. They are pretty fucking cool, aren't they? They are pretty cool, and now they fit me so much better. So, when this weather finally drops in temperature, whoop, in the cupboard it goes, and I don't need them yet. When this weather, like the temperature finally drops down to like 10 degrees or whatever, which, yeah, should be around October time, maybe November, I'll whip those fuckers out. And that is what they fit like now. When I was fitting in November, it's August, September, October, November, 3 months, how much weight I could be down then, praying something like in 13 somewhere, I'll be tightening those fuckers up real tight. You know what I mean? And I can wear them over my jeans and look so cool, like I was meant to. Look like a 2013 girl. Or 2016, like, one of those 2016 autumn girls. Like I always wanted to look like, except with the really dramatic makeup. Don't have energy for it. But you know, cozy jumpers, skinny jeans with big back boots. Ow. My cat is climbing up my leg and it hurts. I'm gonna be so bougie. Hello, baby. I love you. You're in the way now. She's gonna block. Okay, so that's that. I'm hang up now. And by hang up, I mean end the video because we're not on the phone. And I'll catch up with you next week. Yes, hopefully. Bye. Say bye, baby. Say bye, Tilly. She's gonna hit the laptop. That's her bye. Bye.